Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. We got some breaking news this Friday afternoon as Dante Moore, a top 10 player nationally in the country, a top 5 quarterback in the 2023 class, commits to Oregon, Michigan, Texas A&M, LSU, all in the running, Notre Dame, I believe, too. This is a massive get for Dan Lanning. This guy is a bona fide stud, and Dan Lanning is seemingly bringing that really good recruiting ability that he developed at Georgia. I mean, he was a large part of all that talent that came into Georgia on the defensive side of the ball, and he's bringing it to the Pac-12 in Eugene, Oregon, as he gets Dante Moore this year. Josh Conley committed to Oregon last year, late in the 2022 cycle, and a large thanks to Dan Lanning, who came in and got that done. This is a very good get for Oregon and Dan Lanning as a whole. And the quarterback room for the future of this program looks really good. Before we get into the player and what this means for the team, just wanted to say thank you guys for all the support. If you guys do enjoy talking college football, consider subscribing to the channel. We just finished up our Oregon preview for all you guys Oregon fans checking us out. That is out. We just recorded a couple days ago, so go check that out too. And again, we just really appreciate the support. Let's talk a little Dante Moore, the player. He's 6'2.5", 210 pounds. I really like his ability to keep his eyes downfield, similar to what we talked about in Jaden Rashada the last week. He's a very good athlete, Dante Moore, but he doesn't rely on that athleticism solely to make plays. You see a lot of those five-star quarterbacks, when they're the best player on the field, when they're the best athlete on the field, which many of them are, some of them tend at the high school level to rely on that athleticism to make everything happen. Dante Moore is another guy that he will use his athleticism and his mobility to extend plays outside the pocket, but he's always keeping his eyes downfield, and that's such an important trait when it comes to high school quarterbacks, because you're not going to be able to be the superior athlete when you go to a Power 5 school. And when those players solely rely on that in high school, it's really hard to make that transition. Dante Moore is a guy that wants to throw the ball first, and he has a very talented arm. Really good touch on the ball. What I saw from his highlights is really tough player too, kind of that intangible skill set that's rare in those high school guys. He throws multiple times, getting crushed. He steps into the throw, throws a very good ball, and takes on a hit, which is, again, a rare trait for these high school kids. And Dante Moore just seems to have that it factor. And I think that's a large part of why he's a top 10 player nationally in this class, one of the best quarterbacks. Yes, he has the arm talent. Most of those top guys have the arm talent. To be a really good quarterback, you have to have those intangibles. And Dante Moore clearly has that. And it's a really good get for Oregon as a player. Now, talking about how the program outlook, they got a really good quarterback room this year. And now Dante Moore adding to it, they seem to have some really good quarterback play for years to come. This year, you got Bo Nix and Ty Thompson kind of battling it out. I think the expectation is that Bo Nix will be the starter. But Ty Thompson is another very talented guy that you will expect to see at some point during his Oregon career. And then when Ty Thompson's done, Dante Moore will be ready to step up and be that big-time Oregon quarterback. And the quarterback play to Oregon is so important. When you see the dominant Oregon teams led by guys like Justin Herbert, that's when Oregon's at a national level competing for national championships. The last couple of years, especially last year with Anthony Brown, no disrespect to Anthony Brown, but he just wasn't that marquee quarterback that Oregon is used to having when they're competing and being a top 5 team in the country. Bo Nix or Ty Thompson kind of give you that upside, and then Dante Moore certainly gives you that upside. And it looks like the quarterback room will be really strong for Oregon in the future. And one other thing to note is getting such a big recruit this early on in the 2023 cycle. Guess what? All the top wide receivers, the top running backs, someone like Richard Young, who's the number 2 running back in the country, just visited Oregon with Dante Moore last weekend or 2 weekends ago, I believe. Those guys are going to want to go play for a quarterback like Dante Moore. I use the example of Michigan a lot when they got J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy was in all the best wide receivers years, all the best running backs years, saying, come to Michigan. You want to go, and if you're a wide receiver, you want to go play where you know a quarterback's going to be really good, quarterback where he's going to get you the ball. And Dante Moore's a quarterback that will get that done. I expect some really big-time recruits to come into Oregon as a result of Dante Moore committing, because they want to go play with one of the better quarterbacks in this class, and Dante Moore is certainly that. That'll do it for a little recap on Dante Moore as Oregon picks up a massive commit in the 2023 class. Thank you guys for checking us out. And again, if you guys are the Oregon fans coming and checking it out, not only subscribe to the channel, but go check out our Oregon preview. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on that. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.